Hello, today we're going to be looking at the sine and cosine found in section 9.5 of your text. So our first video always introduces the topic, and our second video that follows will be the one that actually shows you examples of the equations in use. So here in the first video, let's review from what we saw in the previous section, in the previous work, where you played with the tangent. So in there, we had ourselves a right triangle. All right. And in that right triangle, we gave ourselves a reference angle. So there's our reference angle. So once we have the reference angle, your job was to mentally, by now probably mentally, but at least label the three sides. So remember the labeling names? Good. The hypotenuse, the opposite, and the adjacent. I'm just going to use 3 letters this time instead of writing it all out. Again, that's part of our mental game here. This should become mental. Again, find the reference and do this. So the tangent was using the opposite and adjacent sides, okay? And in that relationship, that was the tangent was of the angle was equal to the opposite divided by the adjacent ratio. Now, what we're going to look at today, we're going to be using the other combinations, which are going to include now the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is going to be used with the sine and the cosine. So one of the things I just want to make point of right now is on the calculator, a couple videos back, I was making fun of it. I said this was the sin, cos, and tan buttons. And the reason I do that is just because that's all you see. And for those people that, the first time they see it, that's oftentimes what they think of them. This is the tan button. Now this one, obviously, we do say the tan of in mathematical circles, but it's short for the word tangent. Now, the sin and cos is not how we pronounce this. So you might have heard my intro and not put it together. So the sin is the sine command, and the cosine command is COS. So you can see that's where those are going to be found. So in any case, so what we're going to look at today is the sine and the cosine. So the sine of the reference angle of theta is going to be equal to, now the sine is the ratio of the opposite divided by the hypotenuse. And the cosine of theta, using again the reference angle, is going to be the adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. The adjacent divided by hypotenuse. All right. So when we set our equations up, that's how we're going to be looking at this. So just to give you a one number example situation, which I'd like you to test yourself on real quick. Let's call this the 5, 12, 13 right triangle. And let's put our theta up here in this corner. All right. So give yourself a moment. What I'd like you to do is to write for me the sine and the cosine ratios for the theta. So go ahead and pause the video. Did you get the 12 over 13 and the 5 over 13 for the cosine and the sine values? I hope you did. Again, there's nothing really new here. It's just we're looking at the other ratios that we saw and learned and extended. We're just extending the ratio rules now to include the sine and cosine functions in our work. Now this section, when it comes to the practice, will only have sine and cosine values. So let's set them up in the next video where you can get the chance to see them in action with the use of the calculator.